It's been a hard day's night. I'm sorry, it's still days. So I did want to make my speech walking around on the stage that so many speakers did before me, but I cannot do it. I need my great friend, not friend, colleagues, no, important assistant, the prompter. So, hello everyone. We are now approaching the final session of our 3-day business program. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to all the panelists for your valuable input and to everyone who attended. Thank you very much. As we conclude, I would like to reflect on the journey with horse racing in my life and share some insights that have left a lasting impression during this conference. I began my career with the Japan Racing Association in April 1975, which may come as a surprise to some of you. This means I've been with JRA for nearly half a century. For context, I got married in May 1977. My wife remember or not, I don't know. So I've been with JRA 2 years longer than my marriage. We Japanese are known for our patience and perseverance. My father, before me, also worked with JRA as a veterinarian. So I was practically raised around horse racing all my life. And when I was in elementary school, other boys would look down on me a little when they found out my father was working in racing. Racing back then was not quite an occupation that was approved of. It was what you call shady. Yet to achieve societal acceptance it enjoys today. As I grew older and progressed through middle school, high school, and university, I had more opportunities to engage with horse racing. This exposure kindled a desire in me to be involved with the racing industry to elevate horse racing status in society. Additionally, I wanted to give back to the industry that had supported my education. I also found myself drawn to the thrill of the sport, solving the puzzle of which horse would win and cheering for my favorite horse and jockeys. Ultimately, it was this desire to improve horse racing's societal standing that guided my decision to pursue a career with JRA. What makes horse racing, specifically thoroughbred racing, so captivating? The answer likely varies from person to person. In regions where betting is part of the sport, the gambling aspect undefinably plays a significant role. This element of gambling ties into the challenge of making predictions. And in making those predictions, pedigree becomes an indispensable factor. The pedigree also brings the tradition of supporting horses through generations, creating a sense of loyalty of the bloodline. Moreover, supporting horse and jockeys involves a form of entertainment that fans enjoy. There is also a sport aspect to the competition of determining the best horse, an artistic side to appreciating the grace and beauty of the thoroughbreds. Thoroughbred racing is thus rich in diverse attractions, yet When we talk about the essence of thoroughbred racing, it comes down to the competition, the race itself. In my view, one of the key thrills of thoroughbred racing is deciding the champion among horses of the same generations. Determining the ultimate champion across different generations. There are some differences in country and region, but typically in the Northern Hemisphere, thoroughbreds start racing from spring to summer of their 2-year-old. By the time they turn 3, they compete in the classic races and then to the prestigious Derby, the ultimate championship race for their generation. Fans and racing professionals alike watch this journey with hope and excitement and so many disappointments each year. After the Derby, 3-year-old horses can race against older horses. Meanwhile, new 2-year-old horses make debut, beginning their path towards the next year's Derby. Some aim for the 3-year-old classics, 2000 Guinea, Derby, and Central Asia in the fall, aspiring to become true champions or even Triple Crown winners. From the perspective of those who organize races, providing fans with such generational champion battles is crucial. Thoroughbreds, with over 300 years of selective breeding, play a significant role in preserving superior bloodlines. I do not deny some that may retire early to pass on their genes. As an entertainment sport, it's also a mission to meet the fans' expectations. Fans are always eager to know who is the best, last year's Derby winner or this year's winner. Therefore, the racing system should be well structured to include races for 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and older horses. Many developed racing nations have maintained such systems. To offer engaging and emotionally compelling horse racing, it's essential to maintain a well-organized racing schedule that considers age, sex, distance, and track surface. This includes a reliable system for rating and grading races. As race organizers, we must ensure these elements are well integrated. I have always believed and said that thoroughbred racing with well-organized racing program is a global asset. A thoroughbred born anywhere in the world, once registered, can compete in any racing country globally. The better the pedigree and performance, the more welcome they are as race horses and breeding stock in any country. As custodian of the racing industry, we must consider what challenges we face in preserving this global heritage for future generations. One significant challenge is climate change, a global issue affecting all of us, including the racing industry. JRA holds race meetings almost every weekend throughout the year. The increasing impact of global warming, especially during summer races, has become a growing concern. In response, JRA has implemented various measures based on research from the JRA Equine Research Institute to combat heat stress. These include installing mist cooling systems in saddling enclosure and parade rings, setting up walk-through showers for horses in return paths from the races, and providing air-conditioned stables. Recently, we even extended noon break times during peak heat at our summer Niigata race meeting. We understand there are need for drastic measures in the future. Maintaining a safe environment for racing is a continuous effort. Additionally, addressing the welfare of horses that are mute and people involved is another pressing issue. Through IFA and other organizations, we have made strides in horse welfare, but there is still much to be done. JRA, along with NAR, established a new organization called Thoroughbred Aftercare and Welfare, TAW, in April 2024 to focus on well-being of horse racing life and retirement for race horses. Measures already in place are retraining programs for ex-race horses to become pleasure horses, assisting equestrian clubs at school and nationwide, hosting horse shows for retired race horses, and providing aid to retirement funds. These efforts aim to ensure race horses have a fulfilling life after racing. Another recent concern is responsible gambling. The banking fraud of Ippei Mizuhara, interpreter of the Major League Baseball star Shohei Ohtani. Mizuhara disguised himself and took large sums of money from Shohei Ohtani's bank account to spend on illegal betting. Sports betting highlighted this issue in Japan. 5 years ago, the government set up a council for gambling problem measures, and JRA, as a gambling operator, is a member. We've implemented measures such as limiting outdoor advertising, establishing consultation services, restricting facility access to the designated personnel, removing ATM machines from the racecourse, and installing self-imposed limit to online betting accounts according to the government policy. We will continue to take responsible action to address these issues. One of the most fundamental and crucial challenges as a race and gambling operator is ensuring integrity. Whenever I hear the phrase, "the enemy of horse racing never sleeps," I am reminded of the importance of maintaining integrity. The International Federation of Horse Racing Authorities charter clearly states in the International Agreement of Breeding, Racing, and Wagering, all of us need to fulfill its objectives. IHJ and the International Thoroughbred Breeders Federation, ITBF, announced last year new collaboration with an eye towards improving thoroughbred industry. For racing, despite varying national circumstances, we strive to unify rules on topics like medication policy and steward rules and whip use. Regarding betting, collaborations like International Simulcast and the World Pool represent efforts to combat illegal gambling. We hope this kind of collaboration will help circulate the fund back to racing. Strengthening international cooperation is crucial to maintain public trust. Maintaining continuous effort will lead to ensuring the continuity and sustainability of horse racing. Conclusion. It is with great sadness that we acknowledge the recent losses of our friends in Macau in March and upcoming farewell to our Singaporean colleagues in October. Let me repeat that there is various styles of racing between countries and regions. This moment calls for reflection on what is needed to sustain horse racing worldwide. I believe it is about working with society, earning its recognition and trust. Building a strong foundation within the community is essential. About foundation for breeding, of course, there are countries and regions that its environment is not suitable for breeding. I think the thought of supporting breeding is needed in building strong foundation. For example, in Japan, about 7,800 foals are produced annually, of which 80% is born here in Hokkaido. In Hokkaido, approximately 4,500 people are directly employed in breeding and another 4,000 in pre-training, supporting the livelihoods of over 20,000 people, including their families. Such deep-rooted industries hold significant meaning for their regions. From breeding to pre-training to preparing horses for competition and training to finally take a part in racing. Racing stage attracts main spotlight, but we must not forget this cycle that leads in racing via breeding to pre-training and to training. I often refer to this as the value chain. Maintaining this value chain ensures the healthy establishment of the thoroughbred racing industry in each country and region. I think that the key is creating reinvestment of the profits generated within this cycle back into the industry to foster growth. Let me say again that different countries may have various approaches to racing, but the breeding, retraining, training, racing, and back to breeding cycle, called value chain, is essential to horse racing. Ensuring that profits are reinvested into this cycle in ways that suit each country's need will support the longevity and sustainability of thoroughbred racing. Speaking more directly, I think you would agree with me that for countries and regions that conduct racing with wagering, one of the most important points is how to create reinvestment cycle of profit from wagering into this value chain. That's why, as I touched the point about wagering, that between public organizations of countries which organize racing to strengthen countermeasures against illegal betting. Furthermore, transparency on wagering by our fans and distribution of wagering data is called upon for maintaining the integrity of the sport. These measures will bring strong lead in gaining social recognition and public trust. In the past 3 days, we have discussed on variety of topics and exchanged many ideas. Most importantly, we have formed valuable networks and reconnected with colleagues. We also deepened our mutual understanding of the challenges we each face. As the conference theme suggests, be connected, stride together. Let us continue to move forward together in unity. Please allow me to close on a personal note. After half a century with JRA, I would like to think that racing had become a business that our sons and daughters no longer had to apologize for their parents working in. And through all my years with the JRA, it had to be my ambition, determination, and goal for racing to become organized and accepted as a beautiful, and exciting sport, and above all, an honest and enjoyable one. Thank you for your attention, and I hope we'll truly contemplate your forecast and activity participating in wagering at tomorrow's race day at Sapporo Race Course. Keep in mind of my speech. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Masayuki, Goto, please just take the center stage for a moment for I think, a further applause for not just the keynote, but for a contribution to racing.
Thank you very much. I know you have no question.